And we're back.
Welcome back to our show, brought to you by Oprah Winfrey. And we're done.
Okay. See if I can fling Paul out of the moving car.
The one time when you want it to happen intentionally.
I nearly got out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't need that. Don't need that. Shit, I didn't need that. I don't need that. Wait, I actually did it. Fuck.
What's a shame is that I think the first time I came up with the Oprah Winfrey pun was back in college. And I have been waiting for the chance to use it. But no one has ever mentioned Oprah.
So you had to mention it yourself, get a response, and then go
and you brought up Oprah.
Oh yeah, he did. Wow. My memory sucks.
Mm-hmm. Literally like
productions.
30 seconds ago.
Yeah. Oh, about a minute.
I'm the one barely paying attention. Yeah.
I like how you trailed off there.
I didn't really feel like I needed to say anything further. I felt like my point was already pretty well made at that moment.
My point has been made. Fuck you.
And in conclusion, fuck off.
For anything else I need to discuss? No, I don't really, I think. That was the only thing that I wanted to talk about really coming into this was the tongue twisters.
Oh. Not Okra?
I mean, I don't know. I honestly cannot remember the last time I had okra, but I can remember that it was in gumbo.
Hmm.
My dad has it in gumbo. Huh?
I wanted to see if I get Andy.
I don't know. He might be attached to Fire Emblem again.
No, you almost had me, but then I figured I'd just stay quiet because I was like, "Wait, I thought Joe had already ended the episode."
Aren't we just fighting right now?
No, I was like, I'll just stay quiet. They'll end the episode. It's not the first time I haven't said anything when an episode's ended.
That was quick.
I do have one topic that we can go off on.
Yeah.
So, I saw on Twitter a opinion.
Oh, God.
It came from, I believe he is either a developer or like the head of a publisher, a game publisher.
Okay, that was the key word I was looking for. A publisher of games. Gotcha. Got the quest? Almost.
Yeah, I got the quest. And he was of the opinion that people who make content off of games, such as streamers, let's players, reviewers, etc., for as long as they are actively working on their content, so like as long as the let's player is playing the game, as long as the streamer is playing the game, they should have to buy a license for the game the way that, say, an arcade has to buy a license for their arcade machines. Opinions?
Capitalist scum?
I guess we're in.
I mean, I can understand from, like, trying to get revenue, but
I don't know. This is a hard one because I can understand the feeling behind it.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
I don't agree with it because that would mean I would have to pay for games if I want to do this. But would it really be a hard thing for me to give up, considering this is a hobby? I don't know. Maybe I can build off one of you.
In my opinion, I can give you my opinion because I've had more time to think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, let me kind of go with my gut reaction here, and then you can give your opinion, and then we'll see if I've had anything further to add or build on. So, I don't know, gut reaction, I'm kind of torn between this, because on the one hand, I feel like it's a potentially slippery slope of, if games start doing this, then I could see like movies and books and everything start doing it too with other review type stuff. I don't really expect it to ever go that far, because it's not like you see Let's Read channels. It's
well, not really Let's Reads, I guess. So.
On unabridged, not unabridged, unofficial readings.
I guess maybe the series abridged stuff might be the next closest one, but even still, that's more transformative than, say, just playing a game. So, again, on the one hand, I can kind of see where it's coming from, because it's like, we could do thousands of videos on Wizards101, and if every single one of them made, $60 minimum, we've just, like, quote unquote paid for, we've earned enough money to pay for the, like a game 1,000 times over, but they only got that $1,000 once. So we've basically just turned, using in part their work, we have turned our work into more money. We're worth more. But it's not like we're kind of on the low end of effort here. We haven't invested like a frack ton of money in the high-end software, the high-end recording equipment, and we don't put like 16 hours into every, video.
No. Wait, why am I doing that? You can probably do that. There.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't particularly like the idea, but it's not that I think it's a terrible idea. I feel like there might be a better way. Yeah, I don't know.
I think my main issue with it is the capitalist idea. Because, like, making money for the sake of making money can be really easily corrupted.
Okay, this is... Sorry to slow you down, Paul, but I think one thing is, if this was going to be implemented, I feel like we should call it what it almost feels more like to me, which is, let's call it royalties. Because I feel like that's closer to what this is meant to be. I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. What you got, Paul?
Yeah.
So, I am against it, and I'm against it for two reasons in particular. One is I'm a filthy socialist. But to be more specific on that, I'm against it for the same reason that I'm against microtransactions in games and, to a lesser extent, subscriptions. Because it's a method, in my mind, while you can phrase it as being a way to offset the costs of maintaining a game, we're at a point where the technology is so cheap that you could easily charge more for the game up front to pay for those costs. Like I was one of those people where when like World of Warcraft was getting big and people were spending all of their money on it, I was like, I would rather pay $100 for a game that I can play for free forevermore afterwards than I would pay $30 for a game I then have to spend $5 a month on.
Yeah.
So, and that's a
It's the
mindset
subsequent. It's the subsequent transactions that can sometimes feel unnecessary.
Yeah, that's.
I think it also feels more like it's going toward the pay-to-win argument or discussion.
Yeah, there is definitely a part of that, but also like in my mind, anything that's subscription-based punishes people for doing anything that is not consuming that thing.
Yeah.
Like if you're paying for Netflix and you have a month where you just don't want to watch Netflix, then fuck you. You gotta pay for it.
You're still paying for it, despite you're not using it.
And you're paying for usage that you're not getting out of it. Like even if you're watching Netflix every day, then at most you're gonna watch like I don't know. Let's say you're binging a series, and you watch 5 hours of it in a day. There's still 19 hours of it where it is sitting unused. So that it just feels like punishment for trying to have any kind of diversity. Like if you're paying, and it compounds as you add in more of those. So if you have Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime, you're paying 3 separate fees where you can only physically watch one at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why that's why I never got into a lot of the subscription-based MMO games, is I would look at them and I'd be like, am I going to play this enough that it's worth $15 a month? Am I going to be playing it, like $15 a month worth of time? And a lot of the time the answer for me was no, not really. So I didn't play them a lot. I have signed up for Netflix and also Curiosity Stream, but I made sure to get a package of Netflix that allows 2 people to watch at the same time, and I also ended up sharing the account stuff with my family because they're going to be home probably a lot more than I will. So in a way that spreads it out a little more. And I also got Curiosity Stream because I wanted my science documentaries, damn it.
Yeah. I think for those, like, if it's something you're interested in, then you're more likely to consume it. So, like, Curiosity Stream, probably more likely to have that running in the background as you're doing something else. But my second reason why I'm against it is similar to it's basically the argument against everything that EA puts out now, which is how if we had this model where legally you have to pay royalties to the company or the developer in order to do a let's play of their game, how am I going to go and play, say, I can't look at my old games, but like, what if I want to go back and play some shovelware that's on, like, the original Xbox from a company that does not exist anymore? Well, if they don't exist, I can't get the license from them. If I can't get the license from them, I just cannot play it. I cannot do a let's play on it, because then whoever manages to purchase the license from that point on can come after me. So it basically forces you to only go to companies or only play games that have companies that still exist. And the moment that company ceases to exist, their game ceases to exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
I get that.
I was thinking. I don't know if it's still a thing, but I know for a while there, if you wanted to do any LPs of Nintendo games, you had to be like a part of a specific Nintendo program.
Hmm.
They had that right up until the Switch.
Really? Okay, so it's not still active.
It didn't. The thing is that didn't stop anyone. All it did was make it so that if Nintendo noticed you, they wouldn't immediately DMCA you.
Okay.
Well, I thought it was like if you weren't in that program, they would just immediately stop you.
Yeah, as far as I know, it was just like if you weren't in that program and they randomly found you, then you were fucked.
Yeah, that was my understanding of if you weren't in that program and you tried to make money by streaming or doing a let's play of their games, they would immediately like copyright strike you or whatever their options were.
Okay, we're gonna switch up the tapes. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. No,
Okay.
wait, sorry. Socialism ho!